Good morning, Alisal educators. My name is Julián Estrada, but for my students, I'm Mr. E. I'm going to share today my journey as an Alisal student and what I have learned as an Alisal music instructor and teaching our E Salinas kids. I grew up in a family of musicians. My great-grandfather was a classically trained musician who played mariachi and taught music to all my uncles. He played the violin, accordion, guitar, and guitarrón in La Sauceda, the town in Jalisco where my family is from. My tios grew up playing mariachi, and when they came to the United States during the Bracero program to work in the fields, they played conjunto on the weekends. Growing up as a kid, I would see my tios playing music during family reunions, and after our parties were over, they would leave to play professionally. There was a lot of mystique in my uncles and the work they did, and as a kid, I didn't think I could play an instrument too. That is, until I saw my second grade teacher. My journey at Alisal Union School District began at Barden Elementary, where I attended kinder through second grade. Then we moved across town and I got enrolled at Sanchez, where I was assigned to Mr. Estrada's class. Sadly, we were not related, but he did tell me we shared a great last name. Mr. Estrada had fun Fridays in his class. He pulled out his guitar and we all gathered around in a circle and he played songs, little corridos, de colores, rancheras, los pollitos dicen. I always thought you needed another type of teacher for just music, but he was a regular school teacher and he had a great impact in my musical journey. My third grade teacher was Ms. Mendoza, and I still see her at Sanchez. She sees me all the time and she tells me I'm already big. Mijo, creciste muy rápido. In fourth grade, Dr. De La Maggiore helped me out a lot in math. I was struggling with multiplication and division. I had a hard time understanding the concept, but he also taught us science and technology, in which I would see the math works somewhere else and is used something in something else that helped me out a lot. These were the teachers who inspired me the most. All my teachers and also the classified employees knew the community well. They were either born and raised here or they came and understood this part of town. They knew that kids here, if they're not in school, they're at home babysitting because their parents are in the fields. They see that if all students are connected in some way, they could help us out here in school, apart from learning the curriculum. Every teacher I had taught us manners. That helped me out a lot. I was a wild child running around, very hyperactive in school. In class, I was paying attention because my teachers were paying attention to me, to make sure I would stay still. That helped me out a lot. Sometimes, there could be tensions and trauma issues at home, and the kids bring them to school. Maybe they have not learned the right manners. But rather than sending them to a corner, you would tell the kids, that's not the right way. This is the way. The children will learn how to behave. When I was in the 6th grade, we were taking a family trip to Mexico and we went to visit the city of Cocula. La cuna del mariachi is their slogan. We passed by a music store. My dad saw the look in my eyes and said, do you want a guitar? Do you know how to play? I said, no, but I'll learn. That was the beginning. I would play the guitar all the time. YouTube videos of how to were barely beginning. I would grab my guitar and nimble away. In middle school, I began a music club with my friends. They were all playing instruments. We could not play together after school because we all lived in different parts of town. One of the teachers, Mr. Arenas, said we could make a club. I could bring my guitar. I started to see my friends and my teacher during lunchtime. And then Mr. Arenas said, you need to read music. Here's some books that I have. If you're really serious, then you gotta learn it. At Alisal High, I joined the band that was just started by Ms. Pulido, who then became Ms. Alfaro. Then, Mr. Alfaro began Alisal Community Arts Network, and they were looking for percussion teachers. I've been teaching music at the district for 7 years on evenings and weekends. But let's be honest, I wasn't what you would consider a great student. I would get distracted fairly easily. I was talkative and friendly, and I had a hard time stopping being outgoing after recess ended. But most of the teachers I had helped me identify, this is when you stop playing, this is time to plan. And I was consistently reminded of that. But once they grabbed my attention, I got engaged right away. As you start this new school year, remember, it's important to place yourself in the shoes of our students. A lot of these students don't have a parent figure in their household. Help them understand that in school, in arts, in music, they have a safety net. Remind them that they have a place in school. Be more inclusive. Most students are having a hard time and you never know. Parents are getting divorced, or they are not staying with their parents, or they don't see their parents because they are in the fields all day and do not have time to bond. When students come to school, some of them need more attention. Sometimes they'll be more talkative. Just remind them what good manners are and they'll turn out just fine. Just like I have. Have a great school year, teachers and classified. Hi, Mom.